Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the scale and resolution. What is GIS scale? Scale represents the relationship of distance on map or the data of actual distance on ground. Detail is determined by the source scale of the data. Finer scale is equal to finer scale represent actually the more details in case of remote sensing or GIS based image. Need to match appropriate scale to level of the detail is required. So here are the some examples. Difference in the scale, where the scale is cell size 61 centimeter, but the scale variation, and we can easily uh, see the difference in the images. As on the right side, the scale is uh, low, high, as the scale is higher, so the image is much more clear as compared to the left hand side image. As management units and the scale, conventional farming required field that one rate is applied. In case of precision farming, subfield variable rate application is required to meet the requirement that based on the variation within the field. Single plot photo technology, based on this individual plot dose rate is applied. So here is in case of conventional farming, we have simple plots like uh, red, blue, or the uh, blue green color. While in case of precision farming, subfields are formulated based on different polygons and different variable rate are applied based on the selected field. While in case of single plot, every plot has its own requirement, so it's the highest resolution precision farming or precision agriculture requirement to get to calculate and to the requirement of each and individual plot. Scale of variability, distance over which condition changes, patches of feed versus the nutrient level. Scale of variation actually determines how we manage the areas. Here's the image presented. How the image, where are the potential crop and where are the some the green part represent the low yield area, and we will apply the requirement according to the issue of the land. Is it the nutrient deficient or salinity is present or whatever the special attention required to get the maximum yield on the whole field to compensate these low yield areas. What is resolution? Actually, it divides up the physical properties involved, that is spatial, temporal, signal. In case of signal, it is radiometric or the spectral. Difference in resolution is presented here. You can see the low resolution image is blurred and we are unable to see the clear distinguish between the objects on the ground, while the high resolution image where we can see and interpret the images or the objects very easily. So the resolution triangle is presented here, the temporal resolution, signal resolution with spectral sensing and the spatial resolution. In case of spatial resolution, the low resolution where the field area is several hectare, so this resolution will be called as the low resolution. A medium resolution working width squared, for example, 400 meter, and high resolution is plant area if we are capturing the just plant area or the 1 meter square. In case of temporal resolution, long term, several year is actually the low resolution. Medium term is the some days, and in the real time, we are capturing less than 1 minute's information of the wave. In case of signal resolution, low is the wavelength band is greater than 80 nanometer. Medium bandwidth is 5 to 80 nanometer, and in case of high signal resolution, the bandwidth is less than 5 nanometer. Temporal resolution, frequency at which images or the data are captured over same place, and then the object is revisited or the period to revisit or acquire the information after the interval. So this is the temporal resolution, minimum time period between two images of the same area. In case of satellite like Landsat is capturing the area after the 16 days interval of the same location in the same place. Spatial resolution, also called cell size, area for which operations are uniformly adjusted. Low resolution, in case of low resolution, large cell size, large area treated as a uniform. For example, as I presented, if the resolution is 1000 meters square, it means the maximum crop in the 1000 meters square, 80% or 70% of the crop is feet, then it will describe as the VT. A pixel will represent the beat for the whole area. If the resolution is 30 meter like Landsat, so every 30 meter will represent the different crop or the real condition of the crop. So the pixel is presented here, special in case of spatial resolution. In case of 73 meter square, 16 by 16 cell, 72 meter square, 2 meter cell size, 8 by 8 cells. And in case of 80 meter square, 4 meter cell size, then 4 cross 4 cell, and you can see that. And the resolution of the spatial resolution variation here at different cell size. Radiometric resolution, ability of the sensor to distinguish objects in same part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Number of possible data value in each band, actual information content. So spectral uh, resolution, spectral ability of the sensor to distinguish between wavelength interval, uh, like grayscale versus the color. So they will differentiate between the wavelength interval to detect the variation. So here is the low resolution image is presented here, but here the high resolution image is distinguishing much more between the object, that is based on ACNOS imagery 4 meter resolution, and here is the high resolution within the field, that the crop and the land and the spaces are also very clear. Spatiotemporal resolution of crop stress. Crop stress phenomena operates on different spatiotemporal scale, physiological characteristic, environmental condition, static and dynamics. Each stress factor requires a different temporal resolution of stress monitoring and just-in-time specific crop protection. Temporal resolution is statics in case of soil depth, soil texture, bulk density, water holding capacity, the soil color. In case of dynamic availability of soil nutrients, soil moisture, soil temperature, and redox potential. Temporal resolution for cost-effective management needs to consider when is an appropriate time for the data observation and the detection. Temporal resolution that is required to reproduce its trend as adequately, can it be collected or not. So thank you very much. If you have any question about the resolution, uh, pixel size, you can also visit my lecture on the pixel and resolution and other topic I presented in the course of GIS and remote sensing application on the same channel of my YouTube. Thank you very much.